Hi everybody, Tom here, and it occurred to me that I have not done a Spongy Moth update in quite a while. So I traveled today to Copake, New York. This is the frontier, folks, in this latest outbreak. We had it really bad in the Berkshires of Western Massachusetts, 21, 22, and it really kind of fizzled, which was great. But here I am on the sort of the outer edge of my service area, if you will, and visiting. This is a sugar maple, not necessarily a target species, a host plant, if you will. You don't see too much damage on sugar maple, but again, if the populations are high enough, almost no one is safe, right? These are the infamous egg masses. And Jonathan and I were just looking at the little critters here that are crawling around that are probably parasitizing this stuff, and that's a great thing. There are wasps, there are birds that eat the caterpillars. There is some help out there. The most important thing this summer was all that rain that we had, and that you've heard me say this before if you're following this channel here. That is what made the Entomophaga mimaiga fungus sporulate and therefore infect the caterpillars and the later instars of the caterpillar, the larger ones that were before they pupate into moths. Now, the larger those caterpillars get, the more resistant to pathogens they are, but it still got a lot of them, and that was great. So anyway, historically, that's what happens. Remember, spongy moth has been around since 1869, so this is not a new thing. There's an outbreak, it lasts for 2 or 3 really bad years, and then kind of fizzles out, or in this case, shifts. And what we're seeing is this population is coming back for another year on its regional tour. These egg masses will not all survive, but a lot of them will. And this property is going to get fairly munched. So we're looking around for red oak, paper birch, apple, crabapple, willows. Those are your favorite host species. And on the shrub front, we know that it loves the witch hazel and some of the viburnums. We saw a lot of damage on those. Most of them are going to survive this, but also some don't. A plant that's defoliated for multiple seasons may not survive, and we saw hundreds and hundreds of mature red oaks die. Eastern Massachusetts saw thousands, tens of thousands of mature trees die 5 or 6 years ago. So not much we can do right now other than walk around, scrape this into some soapy water. That's great, because every one of these masses has 500, 600, 800 eggs in it. No small thing. If you've got the patience for that, that's great. But just keep in mind that those egg masses are all the way up into the tree too. We've seen a lot of that, and they're not even supposed to be up there. We were told for years that that's unlikely to find them higher up in the canopy, but we saw it. So brace yourself. We'll stay in touch next spring. There are many other tools that are available to us, but right now we hope for a normal spring with rain when we're supposed to get rain. That's it for now, your Spongy Moth update. Talk to you soon.